So the weather just turned really cold and I'm ready to have some warm foods like soups and stews and chilies. And when I do that, I like to make a broth or a stock. And you can use chicken bones or beef bones to make a chicken or beef stock, or you can do lamb or veal or other kinds of stocks too, but those are kind of go-tos, chicken and beef. And then you can also just make a vegetable broth if you want to do that. Today I'm doing chicken broth that has a lot of vegetable components with it. So I have some chicken bones in both of these pots because I'm going to do 2 big pots so that I can freeze it and have it for lots of different things that I might make, soups and stews and whatever. And you can even just drink it by itself too, which is yummy. I mix in some miso and drink it just as a warm drink. And yeah, so I'm going to show you the bones that I have in here. I have some chicken bones. I roasted a chicken last night. So you might think this is gross, but that's what it looks like. It's the chicken carcass after all the meat has been pulled off the bones. And I've got some more bones in that other pot too. So yeah, don't throw those away. They're like gold in terms of healthy nutrients. So all of the nutrients are going to come out of those bones, all the calcium, and basically anything that's healthy for your bones is going to be in an animal's bones. So you want to get all of those minerals and vitamins back out and put them into you. So do not ever throw that away. Use it. What else is going into this is a whole bunch of stuff. So let me just get this in a good position so I can show you. Whoa, I know. A lot of this is just kind of kitchen trimmings from other things that I've made that I didn't want to throw away, so that can all go in, and all of the healthy minerals from these ingredients will go into my broth. So let's tell you what I've got here. These are actually kale stems, so I've taken the kale off, and you can do this if you're making kale chips, which are really popular right now and they're really yummy, or just sauteing some kale. You can take them off the stem and put them into your broth. I've got an onion that's chopped. You don't even have to take the peel off. That's the great thing about making broth because it all gets strained out. There's some chopped ginger and garlic here. I've got celery, like 3 ribs of celery that I just chopped up. A couple carrots, some sage and rosemary that I had left over from roasting my chicken. These are mushroom stems. So a lot of the times you pull the stems off the mushrooms that you don't use. You can put them in your broth. What else? Ooh, this was cool. This came from a cauliflower, and it was a purple cauliflower, and it's the bottoms and the leaves. So those can all go in. They've got healthy stuff in there, better in my broth than in my garbage. What else is here? Oh, this, which I just dropped. This is kombu, which is actually seaweed, and it's really healthy for you. There are so many nutrients in this little thing that we're going to get all into the broth. So you might hear, when you're looking around, that seaweed is really healthy, and it's absolutely true. A lot of people don't like the taste, but if you can get it in some way like this, you won't even taste it. So I'm going to I've already got half the chicken bones in one pot and half in the other, and I'm just going to put in, like a little bit of the kale stems, a little bit of everything in each pot. So I've got both of these pots just filled up with good stuff. The chicken bones are at the bottom. So we should season these a little bit, and I'm going to do that with whole black peppercorns, just a few in each. And those are those round ones that you put in your pepper grinder and then grind, but you don't even have to grind them for this. And then bay leaves, dried bay leaves. I'll put just like 2 or 3 in each. Just 2, that looks good. I do use salt, but not very much. So, that isn't very much for how much broth this is going to make. The broth that you buy at the store has so much salt in it, and it's not good salt. So this is just much better. And then this is the key ingredient. This is raw apple cider vinegar. And what this does in the broth is it helps to leach the healthy minerals out of the bones of whatever you're using. So this is just going to help pull all the good stuff And the protein, there's actually protein in this broth, believe it or not, out of those chicken bones that I have in there. I'm going to fill them up with water, and then what I do is I turn it on first to high and just bring it to a boil, and then right down to a simmer. And it simmers for as long as you want to simmer it. You can do it as little as, I would say 3 to 4 hours would be the minimum. But you can do this up to like 12 hours, or even maybe a little bit more. But yeah, sometimes I just keep it on the stove simmering while I'm sleeping, and then I wake up in the morning, strain it, and I've got my broth. And you can put some in the freezer and then some in your fridge, and you'll have it for lots of different things that you might want to make. Okay, so make some broth. Don't be intimidated. It's really easy. And enjoy. Let me know how it was. And make sure you're visiting sonobrio.com, looking at the blog, stay up to date with everything. Thanks for following. See you later.